Hello everyone, how are you all doing? I'm back with another video and welcome back to my channel Easy Peasy Vocab. Hey, let's learn basic verb tenses. So do you know what are verb tenses? So what is a tense? Tense means time. And today we are going to talk about the past, present and future tenses. Some things happen right now in the present, and some things happen in the past, and some might happen in the future. The tense of a verb tells the time when something happens. There are three types of basic verb tenses: present tense, past tense, and future tense. Now let's see the first one. Present tense. We use present tense for things that happen now, every day, or every time. Let's see some examples. The first image, what do you see? You see a father and a daughter working in the garden, and the girl says, "We plant flowers each year." That means they do it every time, like every year, they do plant flowers. That means plant is in present tense. The sentence is in present tense. In the second image, what do you see? You see a school bus. My brother rides the school bus. That means her brother rides the school bus every day. So, rides here is the present tense. The verb you are using in the sentence is present tense. And in the last visual, what do you see? You see a girl drinking coffee. She says, "I am drinking coffee." That means it is happening right now. At this moment, she is drinking coffee, and so drinking would be the present tense. The verb used here is in present tense. The next one is past tense. We use past tense for things that has already happened. You can simply add ed to many verbs to show past tense. But there are quite few exceptions as well, and we're going to talk about the irregular verbs in the next video. In the first image, what do you see? In that visual, you can see snow, right? You can also see a moon. It snowed last night. That means this event has happened last night, and so this is in past tense. That is the reason we have added ed to the base verb snow and it became snowed. In the second image, what do you see? You see a girl riding horse. At the same time, you can also see the month and year of that picture, right? May of 2022. Right now, we are in 2023, and this infers or it tells us that this event has happened last year. Molly learned to ride horse last summer. That means this event has happened in last year, and that is the reason we have used learned. We have added ed to the base verb learn and it became learned. So this sentence is in past tense. In the last image, you can see two cars, a Honda Odyssey and a Mazda, right? We traded our old car and got a new one. That means we already gave our old car and then bought a new one. That means this event has happened already, and so this would be also be in past tense. The next one is future tense. No one really knows what will happen in the future, but we like talking about it. We can use will and shall to talk about future. In the first picture, what do you see? You can see some herbs, right, to prepare tea. Why did I say herbs? Because H is silent. You cannot say herbs or herbal. That is wrong. You have to say herbs or herbal tea. Peppermint herbal tea. I shall blend some herbs for tea. That means I'm preparing a, some herbs which are needed for the tea, right? That means I'm going to do it pretty soon. I shall blend some herbs. That is the reason we used shall. because it will be happening in the future. So this is future tense. In the second image, you can see a janitor, right? Who is a janitor? A person who keeps the surroundings clean in offices or buildings or schools. A janitor will scrub the mark from the floor. That means he will clean the marks that are on the floor. He will scrub. He's going to do that in future. That's why we used will. There are few rules to follow when changing a present tense verb to past tense. If a verb ends with e, then drop the e and add ed. For example, like. So in like, what do? You have to take away the e because it's ending with e, and then you're adding an ed. Like became liked. Similarly, bake. Bake is also ending with e, so we're going to take away the e and add an ed. So bake became baked. She baked some cookies. That means she already baked those cookies. If a verb ends with a consonant and a y, change the y to I and add ed. Here in the first example, cry. In cry, what is the alphabet that is before y? It is R, and R is a consonant. So what do? We take away the I, we replace it with I, and then add an ed. So CRIED. So cry became cried. Similarly, try. Try became tried. Tried is the past tense. Sometimes you need to double the consonant before adding ed, like in shop. So what do? We are doubling the consonant. That means we are adding another p and then an ed at the end. Shop became shopped. Hug became hugged. She hugged me. She likes to hug me. She hugged me. Hugged me means she already hugged me. So it is the past tense. And there are few verbs in which the spelling completely changes, and they're called the irregular verbs. And our next video will be on the irregular verbs. Please stay tuned. Now let's do this exercise. Write the present, past, and future tense for each verb. The base verb is to smell. The first sentence should be in present tense. That rotten apple smells musty. What does musty mean? Musty is stinky, smelly. That rotten apple smells musty. So, smells would be the present tense. The second sentence should be in the past tense. Let's try. The kitchen blank like bleach. The kitchen smelled like beach. Smelled is the past tense. Future tense is you will smell fresh after a shower. So for smell, the present is smells, past smelled. Smelled is SMELLED, and the future is will smell. Let's see the second example. The base verb is to laugh. The first sentence should be in present tense. Gabby blank frequently. What can we write there to make it in present tense? Gabby laughs frequently. The second sentence should be in the past tense. The whole class blank at her jokes. The whole class laughed at her jokes. So we can add an ed, LAUGHED. So laughed at her jokes. The third one should be in the future tense. Your friends blank at your excuse. Your friends will laugh at your excuse. The last one, the base verb is to cry. The first sentence should be in present tense. She is blank. We can say she is crying. That means at present, right at this moment, she is crying. So, crying would be the present tense. Past tense, Molly blank when she fell down. Molly cried when she fell down. Because we have a Y and the R is the consonant. We replace that Y with I and then add an ED. So it became cried. Molly cried when she fell down. Last sentence should be in future tense. Tom blank if you steal his toy. That means Tom will cry if you steal his toy. Got it? Thank you for watching. Please do like, share, subscribe, and comment for more amazing videos.